Hey ladies, it's Marcella, and I am super excited to tell you about this year's Titanides event. So, Pauline Longdon, Jen Adams, and myself have been plotting and conniving behind the scenes, and we have put together an amazing day. For those of you who have recently joined us in the last several months, let me just tell you a little bit about how the Titanides got started. So 3 years ago, 18 women met at a small restaurant in Stamford, Connecticut, and plotted the takeover of the entire direct response industry. Don't let anybody know. So the 18 of us got together. We shared stories of our careers, many of them spanning multiple decades in this industry. We talked about our biggest achievements, our greatest failures, how we came back from those. We mentored each other, we laughed, we joked. And that night, at that inaugural meeting of the Titanides of Direct Response, we made 3 decisions. First of all, we decided that one night was nowhere near enough to contain the wisdom, energy, and experience of the women in that room. So we decided that we would meet every year to talk about what we were learning, how we were growing, what our experiences were, and share our knowledge with each other. We made a commitment, those of us who have been in this industry for a while, that we would step up and we would mentor and encourage more women to take on leadership roles in this industry, and that we would be there to help them achieve that. And finally, we decided that this was not going to be some massive group grope. We were not going to invite every woman on the planet. We weren't going to post it all over Facebook for trolls. It was going to be limited to the 18 of us and to any woman that we chose to invite to join us. So from those 18 women, there are now 150 women in the Titanides, and we are growing day by day. Last year, we had 48 women attend our annual meeting, which we held in Delray Beach, Florida. We had an amazing evening. There was mentoring, sharing, laughing, conversation, teaching, writing. There may or may not have been a shell dance. I'm going to take the 5th on that. So this year, I asked, what did everyone want to see? So at that dinner, I asked you guys, what do you want to do next year? And as always, you guys said, go big or go home. So this year, we are doing a whole day conference for the first time ever. We're starting at 8 a.m. in the morning, and we're going to that champagne toast at 6 p.m. in the evening. And you are not going to believe the exciting things that we have cooked up for you. Last year, you said 2 things to me. You wanted women-only speakers. If we are about mentoring women and putting them on the stage, then you said we want women-only speakers at this event. And you said we'd also like to hear about topics that are unique to women. And so we've got all of that covered and then some. So right now, here's the lineup that we've got put together, and there are more and more coming in every day. So I'm going to start us out by talking about, of course, mentoring. What does it mean to be a good mentor, and what does it mean to be mentored? And I bring to that my experience, as many of you know, with 5 of the top direct response copywriters and marketers in this industry. I have been nearly mentored to death, and I'm going to share all of that with you so that you can succeed as you go forward and find a mentor or become a mentor to another woman. The fabulous Carlene Cole and her amazing daughter Tiara Cole are back, and they are going to do a very cool StoryCorps type interview where they're going to share their mother-daughter wisdom in this industry with us, what they have learned from each other. And I think that's going to be fantastic. Then Abby Woodcock, who some of you may know from other circles, is going to share with us how any woman can write in a guru's voice, how you can capture the voice of the guru that you are writing as, right? Even if that guru is a testosterone-driven male internet personality. And she's going to tell us exactly how she does that. And I'm trying to convince her to give us a chainsaw lesson at the same time, but that's another story. Then Pauline Longden and her mentor, Lori Morgan Ferraro, are going to talk about the conscious consumer and the conscious copywriter, and how we need to be more aware of what is going on around us, the conversation in our prospect's mind and the conversation in our own mind, in order to reach our customers better. And more importantly, they're both going to talk about how not to disengage from that customer by saying something that isn't in alignment with who they are. And I think it's going to be absolutely fascinating. And what better example of an A-list writer having trained and mentored another female, fantastic, on her way to A-list copywriter. So I think the two together are just going to be killer. And if any of you know Pauline, you know that she is the most generous and giving soul on the planet. Not only is she a brilliant copywriter, but she makes community like no one else I know. We have a wonderful friend of mine and a special guest, Annie Hyman Pratt, and Annie's going to talk about the magic words you need to deal with difficult clients. This is something we all face, and I can tell you her formula is pure genius. I have used it myself to get out of a very sticky situation, and this would be worth attending. If that's all you got, that's the keys to the kingdom. No more difficult clients. They will lay down like pussycats. We've got Elise Bennon, who many of you know for her many years at AWAI, talking about the negotiating mistakes that women make. How do we shoot ourselves in the foot when we're trying to negotiate that top contract? I have a special guest, Mary Kincaid, who has been working with me as a storytelling coach. And Mary and I are going to take you through a recent video that I did. It's a story, and we're going to talk about the difference between a well-written story and a well-spoken story. And this is so critical in this day and age as everything is moving to video. So we really have to think about how does the message change to match the medium. And Mary and I are going to go deep and talk about this with you all. And finally, Monica Day is going to wrap up the day. Monica is an amazing coach. She was one of the first people that I met at AWAI back when she was a copywriter, before she became transitioned to becoming an amazing coach, which she did by becoming a copywriting coach and then going on to sort of coach your whole life. I met Monica in 2005, and I am really thrilled that she's going to be back here for this celebration. In fact, I could argue that the first gathering of the Titanides was actually Monica Day, Elise Bennon, and myself soaking our feet in a hot tub after the conference at the Marriott in Delray Beach. But we don't soak our feet until. We're going to have a panel of marketers, but I'm doing something a little different this year. Many of you know that I often hold special lunches or dinners, and I'll pull select groups of you aside and invite you to meet with some of my clients who I know are actively searching for copywriters. This year, there's one place and one place only where they can meet the copywriters that I think are ready to take on the world, and that's at the Titanides. So I have told all of my clients, I've told Stansberry and Associates, the Money Map, Natural Health Sherpa, Bottom Line, Newsmax, all of them, that if they want to meet and connect with the women in the Titanides, then they need to be at this event, sharing with us, having lunch with us, shoulder to shoulder as we go through this day together. And it's so much more intimate and so much, you're better able to communicate with each other at a small table with 8 people than in a room with 400. So you get a jump start. You get a jump start on getting to know these marketers who are coming to find copywriter. We will, of course, end with our champagne toast, as is our tradition. So here's the details. We are going to gather on October 17th. We'll start at 8 a.m. We're going to go all the way through to that final click of the champagne glass at 6 p.m. We'll be in Delray Beach, Florida, the Tuesday before the AWAI boot camp kicks off. And I know many of you are planning on coming to boot camp. Even if you aren't, you are still welcome to come to the Titanides. Of course, we would love it if you stay all the way through, and we'll be hanging out all week together, I'm sure. So we're going to go all day, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And we'll end about 6 p.m. so then you can break off in smaller groups, head out to dinner, get rested up before boot camp kicks off on Wednesday. I am giving you the opportunity to sign up first. You are the founding members of the Titanides. We have 150 women here. We are limiting this event to only 100 women. So that means that not everyone can attend this year, just simply for space and to keep this intimate and really keep the teaching deep and on point. We need to limit this to 100 women. But it starts with you. So as is always our tradition, you are the first to be invited. And any woman that you wish to bring with you, please invite her now. And until the end of June, I will hold this only for women in the Titanides and your guests, the women you invite. After that, Denise Ford and Katie Yackel have asked that we allow the women at AWAI to join us if they so choose. And I feel that I really want to honor that tradition. They've done so much to support us. They've been there all along the way. So I will be inviting the women who are coming to boot camp, and you know it's the 20th anniversary boot camp. There are a lot of people coming. I will personally be inviting them with a message similar to this, most likely that last week in June. So here's what I can promise you. If you can join or let me know that you are coming and your guest by June 28th, that happens to just coincidentally be my 53rd birthday, we will hold the spots for this group. After that, the message will go out to the AWAI boot camp list to the women registrants, inviting them to join us. Now, because we have gone from just a dinner to a full day, the price has gone up. So last year it was $150 just for the dinner. I've tried to keep it as low as I can. This year it's $499 for an entire day, lunch, and our happy hour at the end. I know for some of you, $499 can be steep to pay all at once, and we have a commitment to mentoring women just starting out. So we have asked that you can break this into 4 payments of $125 each. But again, I need you to let me know by June 28th if you would like to take that payment plan. And you're going to see links right below this video. Pauline Longden's in charge of that. You all know that I am dangerous with technology. She's going to set up the links below this video. You can either pay in one payment. That would be great if you could do that for us and get us started. If you can't, that's fine. Feel free to take the payment plan. Just click on the link. For those of you who do sign up by my birthday, I actually am going to send you a very special birthday gift, which you'll receive that first night at the dinner. And I'm not going to say more than that, except that it will be very fun and you will want to use it the whole week at boot camp to show off your fabulous Titanide status. So again, this will be our annual meeting where we mentor each other, where we pay it forward by showing up, by being present. Many of you have experienced this on the Facebook page this year. We have had marketers coming in and asking women, will you write for me? We've had women passing on clients to other women, women chiefing each other's copy, women helping each other with pricing, women advising each other on how to negotiate with clients. You guys, I'm going to get choked up. You truly amaze me with your generosity and how you pay it forward to each other. And all of that happens when we gather together in this room in a way that I never could have planned or anticipated. And I can't even imagine what will happen next year from this launching pad. So I hope that I will see you there on Tuesday, October 17th in Delray Beach, Florida, and I will be raising my champagne glass to you and toasting you. Thank you.